Hey, it's Tim and Daniel from Right to Rescue. Thought we'd give you a bit of an update for the last 16 days, what we've been up to. Daniel's going to take it away from day 40 on the Danube. So yeah, this is a bit of a brief introduction of what we're up to.
Yeah, so we started off, Timmy Holman got the breakfast for us. He got some bananas, which was a nice nutritious meal. We've got some sour cream to go alongside it. It wasn't the best combination, but we still ate it, and Timmy seemed to be buzzing off it. We made it all the way to the border of Serbia and Romania. As we were coming into it, Timmy was attacked by dogs, and one of them ripped his pannier off. So it was a great introduction to Romania.
Yeah, awesome.
That night we stayed at some random country town. Timmy and I had a big night with the locals there, and it was a good, another good introduction to Romania. Next day we took off towards Craiova in the pouring rain. We finally got there after 100 kilometres and checked our bags in. This hotel, by the way, had given us a great discount. Went out and saw the city in half an hour. There wasn't much to see there. And then the next day and a half we just spent lying horizontally watching movies and eating food. It was a great relaxational period. Then after that we headed off to Bucharest, didn't we? No, that's right, we didn't. We headed off towards Bucharest, and we only made it halfway. We found a small little town, and as John and Tim were again showing through the little guest house where we were staying, she showed us our rooms and opened up this door that led onto a massive disco, and she was like, "Boys, disco tonight." So it happened to be another big night, and after doing 130 kilometres that day, we didn't have the disco legs on, so it was quite a good excuse to call an early night. Next day, took off to Bucharest and made it there, no dramas. Checked into the hostel we'd booked, and as we put our bags down and went on the internet to check the email, we had an email from a hotel in Bucharest that welcomed us to complimentary night, 2 nights at the hotel. So we checked out of the hostel within half an hour of being there, and walked our bikes to the new hotel. Beautiful 4- or 5-star hotel, middle of Bucharest. Spent the next 3 nights there, and then we stayed one more night because we did a day's sightseeing in Transylvania. So thank you to Hotel Christina for the complimentary stay at the hotel. Did a day's sightseeing in Bucharest with Anna, and that was great. From Bucharest we took off to Constanta on the Black Sea, and the boys were very happy to get there. Timmy especially been talking about the sea for a long time, and Timmy will tell you a bit more about our journey on the Black Sea.
Yeah, it was good. When we first got to the sea, the first thing we obviously wanted to do was to have a swim in the sea. It was a big achievement from all the lads, really, just to cycle that distance from Europe. I guess the last sea we saw was the sea between England and France, so it was quite an awesome moment for all of us, really. So I remember we pulled up at the hostel, and straight away the lady's like, "Oh, just wait here. The owner really wants to meet you." And he gets in there, and he's this sort of English guy, and he's just so charismatic and just always on. And he's like, "You look like you need some free beers, guys. I'll get you some free beers." And he just got us some free beers, and straight away we just knew we were going to have a great time there and just basically just relax. So the next day we really just spent at the beach doing not much, really. We basically just relaxed and gave our legs a bit of a break. Met these pretty cool French girls, met girls from Australia, England, the United States. Yeah, it was an awesome group. Pretty good ratio for us blokes. And we ended up going out with them that night, had an awesome night, ended up sort of on the beach afterwards, which was all good fun. Just next day we had to head off, unfortunately, to Barmavecchi, where the girls had a car, so they drove down and met us down there. That was an absolutely amazing town. Blew me away at how good that was. It was just a
really chilled out, a hippie town, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like small. It kind of reminded me like Southeast Asia, like Bali or something like that. And it was just awesome. I mean, it was only 50 k's from Constanța, so it was quite a small ride. And it's sort of right on the coast, right on the border of Bulgaria and Romania as well. So the next day we went to Bulgaria, and the boys decided to play a bit of a prank on me and hide my passport, which made me feel a little bit depressed at one stage. I even called the hostel owner, and I thought I was going to have to stay a night with him, like fly to Bucharest and fly to an embassy, and I was giving me like a week off the bike, and it was kind of cool. You wanted to join me actually.
Yeah, I would have really enjoyed it, but we ended up seeing how worried Timmy was, so we broke the news to him after about 2 hours.
Yeah, what actually happened is the guys wanted to teach me a bit of a lesson. I left my passport on the hostel bed, and they wanted to teach me a bit of a lesson for being a bit immature and not being very responsible, which is a lesson that's constantly been drilled into me, unfortunately. The next day from there, we started heading towards Nessebar, which is a place that John's really wanted to visit, and a couple of the people on the Right to Rescue page recommended that we go to. Shortly afterwards, I was attacked by a dog yet again. This time I was by myself. I only had like this little metal pole which did the job, but yeah, not the most pleasant.
No animals were harmed or injured in this getaway either as well.
Yeah, it was simply an act of aggression. No animals were hurt, injured. They might have been a bit scared, naturally, but all good. We stayed a night sort of rural camping before Nessebar before we shot off in the morning, and the guy was really nice. He gave us a free breakfast, and then yeah, we ended up in Nessebar, which is the oldest town in Bulgaria, I think, and it's right on the coast, beautiful spot. We ended up just having dinner there, had a bit of a swim, and when we went to set up camp, we're like, oh, right along a footpath and find the best spot. Find this cliff face, and it's unreal. Like, this is mowed green grass lawn. It's just amazing.
In between 5-star hotels.
Yeah, like just looking out over the ocean, we're like, well, we're probably going to get caught, but this is the best place ever. Let's camp here. It seemed a bit too good to be true, and really it was, because we set up camp there, and probably half an hour after our heads hit the pillow, we just hear this, like the banging of like African drums, and there must have been like a nightclub or something downstairs, like underneath where the cliff face was, I don't know, but it was so loud. And then I finally got to sleep, and then like a couple of hours later the sprinklers went off, and we had our tents open, so all that stuff got saturated. But it was okay, because I woke up in the morning, it was pretty hot, no dramas. And then we rode basically up to today. We're at the border of Turkey and Bulgaria now, and it was a really tough day today. It was really hilly. Wait for this car to go past. Really hilly day, and yeah, quite tough, but we're here now. We've managed to find this really sort of cheap guest house place just before the border, so we're going to stay here the night, recharge the batteries, do a few vlogs, and yeah, next stop Istanbul.